All right, so with the Call of Duty Vanguard beta, open beta going on right now, that is free to play to everyone. I decided, you know what? Let's do a let's talk with my thoughts, just like I used to do back in the day, with my thoughts on what's Call of Duty Vanguard is doing good, bad, and how I would fix it. I've done these over the years with a lot of the Call of Duties, so let's jump into Vanguard. So, first things first, I was originally going to make this video about kind of how rough Call of Duty Vanguard is overall, but then I figured out a little option. So there is in the filters section of the game, there is a option to where you can actually make it 6v6, 10v10, 14v14, which is match pacing. And in this match pacing options, which I'll get more into a little bit later on, but basically it's so the green match pacing, which I can't actually remember. I was just going by color codings. I wasn't going by what they were actually called, but I just know like green is like the common, and then purple is blitz. In blitz mode, you can go up to it, like the lobbies can actually fill up to 24 players overall. So yeah, yeah, it's just it blitzes, especially on a map like this that you're seeing right here. Blitz is kind of ridiculous. It's a little overblown. You can't really walk too much at all, and then you just have everybody just camping in the corners the whole time. So yeah, I was just like, as soon as I popped this down to 6v6, I was having a lot better time. I was having a way better situation of just being able to get my bearings and start shooting everything. But that is one thing. These maps definitely cater towards camping in corners. Again, we'll get to that. So, definitely the next thing I wanted to bring up, though, was the bad connections in lobbies resulting in more hit markers to the point it feels like damage scaling. I definitely felt this was happening a lot of times when you had. So, when you have 14v14, the time to kill is very quick. You jump in, and you're getting somebody. You're getting somebody. When you're in 6v6, sometimes you see them running and you start shooting, and it's like, and they just run away from you and run around the corner or something, and you can't get a kill. To the point where at first I was like, is there damage scaling happening? More people, less time to kill, maybe because there is more people, and you can kind of get like, on a kill streak of going in, if there's like three of them in a hallway or something, you can kind of just throw a grenade in there and boom. And then I realized that whenever I was getting a lot of, because you can see it actually, so up top there you can actually put all the packet loss and latency and everything. And for the most part, everything, is running roughly 60 to 120. Now, of course, when you get into 120 latency, then boom, you start to have some issues with it, feeling like it's rubber banding almost on your end. So this is running off from the latest netcode. It's Demonware servers, so it's not the greatest servers ever, but it is running off netcode of, I'm very sure, rollback netcode. It's running off pretty much the same thing as what Modern Warfare was. This game is pretty much Modern Warfare, but with a World War II, like end of World War II era skin on it. So, I mean, it works about as well as the opening launch weekend and whatnot of Modern Warfare. Take that as you will. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. The same thing is going to happen with this. Now, for me, I really don't like the maps on here just about as much as I kind of didn't like some of the maps. Like some of the maps on Modern Warfare were all right. Some of them are rough. This has the same thing. Like there's a couple of them that I'm like, cool. And there's another couple of them that I absolutely hated. I think Paris is really cool after you play a few times, and now that the beta is farther in, the beta is still going to go to Wednesday as of the recording of this the video right now. But yeah, I don't know, it's really hit or miss on the maps with this right now. I feel like some of the maps, they are close quarters. I was trying to see if I could actually shoot through the wall, because there was a lot of times when you can actually shoot through walls. If somebody's going up the ladder over there, then you can actually shoot to the wall and get them through the wall, and you get wall bang for it. And that is like one of the main things that you start off on your custom classes with, is like the wall bang mechanic, where you can actually shoot through cover and all that, which was kind of weird. which that's another thing we'll get into in a second here. So, anyways, so even the bad maps like Eagle's Nest are tolerable in 6v6 makes the smaller maps annoying and or anything over 6v6. So if you go into Blitz, small maps like Eagle's Nest, even this the Paris map here, they get very annoying very quickly because there's just so many people in corners shooting you in the back. Every time you turn around a corner, it's like bam, you're just getting shot in the face. So for me, I popped it down to 6v6 and I was having a lot more success. You can also see packet bursts happening too on the side of the screen a lot of times when you're playing, which just means that the servers are, I want to say there's so much going on in the map and it's trying to track so many different characters on screen that it's getting overwhelmed, I guess, on the game engine. I don't know why it would be a packet burst. You would think it'd be a packet loss, but yeah, it's running about as well as it can. And in all honesty, this is an open beta. We're definitely going to see a day one patch. So 6v6 versus 14v14 sets up for different strats. 6v6 seems to have much more flow from spawn than 14v14 with less camping and smaller lobbies and blitz 14v14. With that note, I definitely felt like I could get on more of a roll. So you know how when you're running through the map and you're going, if you're circling the outside of the map and you're going from spawn to spawn to spawn and you're kind of getting on that match flow of like, okay, I know they're coming this way. I know they're going to be over here. I know they're going to be over there. When it's 6v6, you can get on that. When it's 14v14 or even more, it's impossible. You cannot get on that roll. Now, some people like that. I get it. Some people like that. Me personally, I would rather be able to drop 20 kills on the map, get on that match flow, and just try and get my weapons, the attachments unlocked and everything, because it's just weapons seem to jump a lot, and I mean a lot. And with priority weapon attachments like underbarrel grip being in some cases unlocked at gun level 21, so gun level, not character level, gun level. You have to use you have to use this gun until you hit level 21 with it. That could be 10 to 15 matches, depending on how many or how well you're doing, or how many kills you're getting, or how many people are. You could have a lobby with a bunch of people camping in corners and whatnot. But what you're seeing right here is like 3-4 attachments, I think, on the gun. So I'm kind of have it run steady, but it's still, you got a lot of jump on it. And this is even with a grip. I'm very certain I have a grip on this gun right here. It's still just, it's jumping all over the place. So maybe that could be toned down a little bit. But the overall way that you're unlocking the attachments and everything, of like your grip is at level 21, and then you get like a drum magazine for this gun specifically at like level 10 or 11, I think it is. It's swap them. Give me like the underbarrel grip, because that is such a, like, underbarrel grip adds a lot of control, recoil control to your gun. I get it. There's, you have the back buttstock on it, and you can put stuff on the front of the gun, but give me the grip also. Like, that makes no sense why you wouldn't let me just fully deck out the recoil control on the gun if you're going to have the guns have this much recoil. Because it is like twice the amount of most other Call of Duties. I'm not saying recoil is a bad thing. I'm not saying they should be all laser beams. I'm just saying, like, it's a little much, I think. A little bit of recoil is fine. Like, guns have recoil. That's fine. My thing is just like, if it's got too much in it and you have this fast pace of maps, that dude literally ran right by me. I had no idea that they were even there. And partly of the reason why sometimes people will run by you and you think it's a teammate, because there's no footsteps sometimes. I've found that to be a major thing too. Like, sometimes it could be, a lot of the stuff, most of all this stuff can be addressed with day one patches or patches later on. But I was definitely finding, like, the Modern Warfare thing of, like, no footprints and people are running around you. When you're in a 14v14 lobby, again, 3-route map, so people are, they tend to camp in just the hallways of, like, okay, I can just keep getting these kills, which is a sound strategy. I don't fault the player. I fault the map for being designed that way. But I definitely, like, when you're in there with 14v14, you barely hear any footsteps, which is not right. Like, you should be hearing people running all around you the whole time. So The maps are hit or miss with certain maps being the Treyarch style and feel 3-route maps, feel like 3-route maps. Others being more Sledgehammer feeling maps with more squared 4 routes. So definitely like, okay, Eagle's Nest, by far I don't like this map. I do not like this map. It is just this little skinny rectangular map, and I will go about this over and over and over again that I just do not like rectangular maps. I like squared out maps with multiple run zones in it. If it's got like 4 different routes that I can run around and flank around and then like go around the outside and then come in and then have the gunfight coming in that way, that's way better. I will say 6v6 definitely helps out the match flow on these, but it's still like you are still finding that people are, even in 6v6, they are just going to camp, like I said, with a sniper rifle, and they're going to sit there over the top of corridors and be like, okay, I can just get easy kills right here. Why would I move anywhere else? When you have when you have a squared out map situation, that doesn't happen as much. It still will happen, of course. You're always going to see that happen in here and there, but you can definitely get more into a flow of circling around the map than just sitting in one spot. Because in all honesty, even square maps, you still have your snipers, your sniper spots, and you can still get kills with sniper rifles in square maps. The thing is, though, for us running gunners, it makes it so much better. So if you have 3 or 4 running gunners on your team, they're going to have a way easier time, and you're going to probably get wins more often if you can actually flank around. It's just some maps, even having the vertical, like that second story on the maps, is cool, but just don't have a lot of windows. Like Modern Warfare's biggest drawback was there was a lot of windows in that vertical layer of the map, and so everybody camped in the windows and shot towards. Yeah, this one has the problem of it's like some maps are just hard 3-route maps, and it's either here, or here, and it's just man. Like this, like you're seeing just the same parts on the map over and over and over again. Playing this competitively on stream, it just looks boring. It definitely just looks boring. You're just seeing the same routes being ran over and over and over again. You're not seeing anything of like, okay, I'm going to call my kill streak over on this side. I'm going to run around this side. You don't really get too much of that. Some maps like Paris and the Snowy Courtyard map that are fun, with each one having its own, especially of sniping in close quarters. So Paris feels way more close quarters than they have a snow map on here where it is that big building and the courtyard. I'm not quite sure what it's called. Me and names on maps. But yeah, that the big building with the courtyard is fun. I do like having different maps where you can, you have one map where it's kind of like more sniper oriented, and then you have something like a Paris where it looks really cool when you look around. You can see Paris, in the war zone of Paris and all. It looks awesome, but it is more close quarters. You can still snipe on it, of course, and everything, but the majority of everybody is running around the middle of the map. So yeah, there's certain maps like this Eagle's Nest, though, it's just like, Notice that the Paris map is kind of opened up so you can have more than just, you have like four routes easily because you had the vertical route. You have the 3, and then you can go up top, over the top. So that adds a fourth one. Something like Eagle's Nest, you only have the 3. So then you have to go down one of these set pathways, and everybody is just sitting there waiting for you. Again, it's just a map design thing. This game does ship with 20 maps, so this is only a portion of what we're going to be seeing in the rest of the maps. I would love to see, like on the last day of the beta, them drop a new map, though. I would love to see what else they got in store. If it's more Eagle's Nest or if it's more squared maps, I would love to see what's going to happen. Anyways, so how to fix? How would I fix it? So, number one top thing that I would say, because I posted it up on Twitter and Instagram, and not a lot of people realized that the option was there, but make the default game filter set to 6v6. So everybody's default impression on this game is a 6v6, just like they're normally used to in Call of Duty. Most of the time when people jump in, they look for just like the 6v6 TDM, just to get a feel of the weapons, just to get to feel the maps and everything. Definitely there is bigger game modes on Call of Duty, of course, I know, but I think everybody kind of runs to just like, okay, let's just try 6v6 to see what the hell's going on with this. Like, get the feel of the weapons and all that. So definitely set the default value to 6v6, just because that makes it more enjoyable, and also you can find lobbies a little bit quicker. That whole thing, and then when people get their setups opened up more and everything, then they can go up to 10v10 and all that. Change up the unlock order on weapon attachments. Maybe swap the first unlock magazine under barrel grip, like as I was saying before. So just like so we can have a little bit less recoil on the weapons. Um, uh, it's hard to say. Like I don't know exactly. So not every weapon has the same unlock patterns to them. I get that, but if there is, I don't know. It's like for the most part, I like what I'm seeing with this. There's just little things, and again, we can patch update a lot of this stuff. But definitely, like as I was already talking about before, the attachments I think they need to be reworked on which ones get unlocked first. Since there's no scavenger perk, my suggestion would be to make supply auto. Okay, so the box, so there is no scavenger perk in this game. And for myself that runs around and does a lot of shooting, whether or not you're hitting your target or whatever, scavenger goes a long ways. So since you can't pick up little scavenger bags on the ground and the only thing that you really have is your supply box, what I was thinking is make the supply box automatically. So you throw it down and it's there for your teammates, but you automatically get the supply out of it. So he basically opens it up and he's grabbing it out as he's throwing it down, and then you're ready to go. As soon as you're popping it, you can kind of like jog a little bit while you're dropping the box. That would help out, I think, a lot. But yeah, outside of that, I think I'm really looking forward. This is just multiplayer thoughts. I am really looking forward to this single player campaign to see what that's all about. This is like the first time we've really had like the end of World War II going on in the game. I guess this is a continuation of of Call of Duty World War II, the latest World War II one that we've had. So this is like World War II. It's not. It's technically it's World War II, but it's the very end of it. Okay, so this is and it's also around the world. So it's not just every one of the maps on here is set in a different location in the world, which I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Again, there's stuff going good for this. It's just they need to. There's some odd choices. I think that's the best way of putting it. So there's a lot of good going in this, just some odd choices that they could definitely address with patches and everything. See, like this right here, it takes me so long to try and actually get the box to work. I've lost all match flow right here. I'd rather just be like you just grab the ammo out as you're throwing the box down. The box is there for anybody else to pick up ammo out of. That just makes way more sense to me. The blast radius on that also not that great. I don't even know if I got a kill right there. So maybe have like little rockets come out of the glide bomb. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, overall, I'm looking forward to seeing more of this. And I think I might do a launch night for this. I wouldn't mind checking out the story mode and see what else this game has to offer. Call of Duty. It's been a while since I've done a launch night for Call of Duty, but yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. I will wrap this up with saying I'm optimistic, but I'm also cautiously optimistic because I know that right now is the absolute worst. Like the open beta is the absolute worst that these servers are going to look like. They don't look too bad. You do have some rubber banding, you do have some issues here and there, but they don't look overall too bad of compared to what we've seen in the past. They're all right. So there can definitely be some work being done, which I'm pretty sure they're going to. And yeah, like I said, overall, go check out my Twitch channel to see launch night and if they have another beta or something going on, who knows? Then definitely I'll be in that too. This versus the alpha, I will say. I am again my two biggest complaints on this is the maps that we've seen so far and just the unlock order for attachments. I think it's just annoying that the attachments are in the order that they are. You can get away. I mean, you can end up unlocking stuff in 6v6 easier to the point where it's like, okay, I can deal with this. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they could switch some stuff around real quick last minute for day one patch, or patch just past the day one. It's possible. Again, go check out the YouTube channel, or the rest of the YouTube channel, and all my Let's Talk videos. I definitely have some stream replays up on the channel too. You can go check out everything. I'll definitely be having some coverage of Call of Duty in the future too. So you can check all that stuff out. Go hit that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And go check out the Tone Wolf channel. I am putting up new content on there of the Metallica's 30th anniversary of the Black Album. I got some stuff there too. And of course the Twitch channel, Warwolf on Twitch. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see you next time.